Hi boys and girls. Before you start working with clay and making all these really cool things, I want to talk to you about setting up your space. Okay, so you want to make sure that your table, you either have a plastic cover or newspaper, and then you need to have one of our plastic mats here. Even if you don't want to work on it or the texture bothers you, the mat is a good thing to have to transport your clay. If you finish your little pinch pot and you want to take it over to the drying rack, it's really nice to have this mat to carry it over. So you should always have that first. Then we have tools, and they are numbered by table. This is a set for table 1. You can see that inside this little tray. Each tool has a number on it. A sponge and an old pencil. These are some cool things to use. This is nice to use with a group at your table or 3 or 4 people, but keep it close and handy. They all go back in there when you're done. And you always also want to have a little container of slip nearby in case you're attaching pieces to your clay. Okay, so let me show you a couple things you can do with your tools. I have a little pinch pot right here, and tools are very cool. You can experiment. I can't possibly show you everything you can do with them, but you can do. But they are made like this tool with this smooth end here. This is made precisely so that you can pull the clay and smooth it. Okay? But I like to use the edges of the tools to make marks as well, to texture. So if I press that in, I can make a row. Let's see if I can show you. I guess I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I can make a row of little scallop shapes like this. Or I can press it on the edge and make a texture or change the whole shape of it like that. Okay, play around with them. These wire tools are really good for scooping out sections. So if I have this little round sphere here and I want to hollow a little section out, maybe I want to make a little face. I want to scoop out like a little eye opening. I can take this round tool and press it in and pull it out. See that little opening there? Okay. Then of course you can make sure that you pull the clay out of the wire loop. We've got a couple more little flatter ended tools. You can press down and you can pull sections off. This with these little edges, this makes a really nice little, I'll show you on my slide here, a really nice little dotted pattern if you press it down. See it there? I love using tools to make textures. And I love the pencils. You can draw into the clay with your pencil traditionally, but you can also use your pencil. I'm just going to slide it across the edge of this to cut your clay. Just press right down on there and look what I did. Cut a nice even edge. Always make sure you pull the extra pieces off though and put it back in your excess ball of clay. Now this little sponge, if I dampen it, and just dip it a little bit in my slip, sponges are nice to smooth your surfaces. But the thing you have to be careful of when you're using a sponge is that you don't saturate it. Because if you get too much water back on your clay, it's going to get so soft, it's going to get mushy, it's going to turn into mud. So that would be my cautionary tool for using the sponges. So there are so many things you can do with these tools. When you're finished with them, pull off any excess clay, return them to their tray, take any clay that you're not using, return it to our bag, and if you have something that you're ready to dry for firing, we'll pretend that this one is dry, and you'll just carry it on your mat to the drying rack or the area where I've assigned for your class. And then you return the mat and the tools back to the cart. Thank you.